Вау. Ребята, вау. Ну, я не знаю, как, что случилось у него такое, что... Так неуверенно. В итоге игрок обороны просто присел, встал. Ну, видимо, не рассчитывал, что дефьюз киты были. Может, не сказали, не обратили внимания. Такое бывает только вот в таких моментах. Что такая ненадежная разыгровка, как бы, и при этом просто не попал. Так, вот тут Ольга пишет. Нам мои друзья кидают мне скриншоты с вашей группы ВК, там, где мои клипы обводят просмотры кружочком и спрашивают, когда в Нави вместо Тони. Эх, коммунити. Так, у нас пока что подход к центру карты, и, в принципе, здесь Фурия трайхардит. Короче, Фурия будет трайхардить, и Young Gods будут... Короче, победят бразильцы, чуваки. Что вообще тут придумывать в этой игре? Закрытая защита базы Б, сплит выход на Б, центр никто не смотрит у Фурии, и есть тут у меня подозрение, что все это плохо закончится для Фурии. Кауис вообще там как на яйцах стоит в окне. О, не, ну это забей, хотя флешка. Ушел. Окно. Ну, окно по инфе разыграли. А вот дальше ошибка. И посмотрите, какой провал теперь на выходе. Короче, ну, это могло быть сейчас просто 5-2 на Б. И как бы оказалось, что Фурия готова с этим разбираться. Так, ну у нас тут второй раунд не пошел, однозначно. Пистолетку проиграли Нини с дефьюзу. В этом раунде вот так вот пока что терпят неудачу. Так, зря Нави... Так, ну тут опять же мнение, что Нави там поменяли состав. Друзья, ну академка, посмотрим. Понятно, что как бы, ну, игровую форму просто обсуждать это бессмысленно сейчас, как бы, да. Будем смотреть уже, что будет дальше. Вообще пока, да, у Нави Академии, ну, я бы сказал, ну, они в кулдауне, как бы, да. Непонятно, когда нам их ждать в финальной стадии. И тем не менее, один бой топ-3 матча они как бы выиграли после проваленной группы. В принципе, Spirit вот сыграли группу лучше, Best of One серию, да, со всеми соперниками, чем Нави Junior, но при этом получилось, что вот как бы по ожиданиям, да, Нави выиграли, но сегодня уступили от Джо. Джи вообще получается красавцы, если так подумать. При том поте, который у них был в группе, сегодня они выдали просто, ну, перформанс, как бы, совершенно спокойно, просто 2-0. Как бы 16-10 уверенная вообще Вертига, 16-9 Инферно. На Инферно вообще переезд. Ну и борьба на первой карте все-таки была, но только в начале. У нас здесь пока команда Young Gods путешествует. Я думаю, дружейного раунда здесь ловить реально в этом матче просто нечего. Я параллельно пытаюсь сейчас, ну, вот представить вообще ситуацию, как будет развиваться дальше, если условно Фурия сейчас обыгрывает Young Gods. Хотя у Фурии тоже, знаете, оверпас такой себе. С другой стороны, они-то как бы его не заливали в салат. GMB прям профессионально. Это на самом деле новички лиги и ветераны лиги. Такая получается. Ну, ветераны, конечно, это громко звучит, но второгодники здесь тоже бы мог термин подойти, но, наверное, это кого-то обидит, поэтому мы в шутку просто его произнес. Это шутка я подметил для тех, кто обидчивый. Так, а кто здесь бразилец? Здесь все бразильцы. И бразильцы победят в этом матче, ребят. У нас... Так, пока без сюрпризов. Сноузен пропускает. Там в итоге... О, сейчас он... Смотрите, смотрите, смотрите. Он по-любому его убьет сейчас. Смотрите. Ах, обидно. Но при этом, как бы, Бруниньо забирает Линека. Игрок на центре выжил, но для позиции игроков атаки тут вообще полный трэш. То есть им надо перезанимать все. Вообще буквально все. То есть они тусовались в темном. Либо это какой-то выход накатиком на Б, как бы, да, наглый. Либо их просто спокойно сейчас при попытке перестроиться будут принимать с дальних позиций. В сложную ситуацию на карте попали ребята из Young Gods. Но, опять-таки, вот... Не показали нам фраг там. А, там я понял. Там, походу, Линека просто не занял. И второй просто не пошел разменивать. Ну, короче, меньшинство, но, как говорится, сплит на Б решает все. Даже если меньшинство. Сплит на Б поможет вам и нам. Ставка, бабам. Кауис. Умирает Кауис, походу. Ой-ой-ой. успел вообще уйти, не знаю, как так его отпустили. И выбит шорт, но при этом контроль по карте полностью за обороной. Вся информация есть. Все понятно. Ну, максимум люркер мог какой-то остаться. И очень все плохо у Кауиза, если честно. Но он просто вот такой выход вряд ли примет в соло. Ему надо делать минус и потом играть под свою собственную флешку. Но походу... О, у него походу он забыл. Так, тут перешел дорогу Деценти. 3 в 2 в итоге сделал. Шарта напрягает авик. Зимби пытается потеть. Зимби последний. Надо его забирать. Перезарядка от Nine XTZ. Это минус. И снайпер в итоге прячется. Бомба падает в КТ. Снайпер уходит на КТ. 4 секунды и снайпер берет раунд. Посмотрите, какая грязь. Как Янготс их боятся. По-моему, это какое-то внутриигровое преимущество по подходу. Ну вот вроде заканчивается все супер плотно, но при этом как бы побаиваются чуваки из Янгот своих соперников из FURIA Academy. Может, они все хотят тоже FURIA Academy. Смотрите на этот просто. И вот здесь... Флешка, конечно, жесткая. Так, одно расстройство. Что не раунд, то расстройство. Вот пока у нас, ребят, такая комбинация событий на этой карте. Я напоминаю вам, что у меня, если что, ужин продвигается медленным темпом ко мне, поэтому где-то, может, я попозже на один раунд выключусь. Макс Облом, пишут нам в чатике на Твиче, я тебя люблю, поэтому зашел на стрим. Спасибо большое, бро. Спасибо всем вообще, кто присоединился, кто остался сегодня вечером на трансляции. Понимаю, что матчи не самые интересные, но моя работа такая, чтобы постараться посмотреть их, ну, как уже получится, да, я не знаю. Не знаю почему, потому что знал я первую неделю, понимал прекрасно все, но вот после второй недели мое желание, как бы, да, вообще смотреть на Counter-Strike потихоньку пропадало. Но вот в Best of 3 матча чуть-чуть все-таки во мне какие-то силы, знаете, воскресили. Ну, хотя бы реально понятно, кто реально сильнее. Не будет вот этого наша карта. Реально до конца. Игра просто до конца. Еще и матч на вылет вообще. Просто сладко-гладко. О, вот это он штурвал. Ну, несмотря на то, что штурвал рулил не туда, у Янгатс все равно не заход. Там все остальные. Но Зимби вообще эпично ушел. Просто крутанул. Там судно падает на бок. Короче, это могло закончиться, если честно, вообще провалом. Просто провалом. БРН, он же Бронзан. Брнзн. Брнзн. «16 лет, а Дигл такой потертый уже до дыр». 5-0, ребят, 5-0. Команда FURIA Academy, по-моему, пока без проблем как бы справляется в начале этого матча со своими соперниками. Фух, ну вот вопросы внутриигрового преимущества, знаете. Так, Вадим Очко пишет. О, это же сильнейшие команды мира. Вадим Очко, вы, как всегда, правы. Вам за это очко. А еще очков насыпает по рематч, например, 100%. Бонус на первый депозит есть у них. И коэффициенты, конечно же, 3.30 на команду Young Gods и на команду FURIA Academy 1.30. Сноузен у нас пристрелил Бруниньо. Хорошее начало матча. АВП реализовано. Но по карте, опять же, пока ничего больше не реализовано. Возможно, с этого оружейного раунда команда Young Gods перестанет попадать в проблемы и начнет побеждать в этой игре. Но какого-то хрена тип просто сдох в дыму на выходе на Б. 3 типа на тополе, кидаются какие-то юзлес флешки. Ну, я не знаю, как это... О, ёпа-пипа. Просто ёпа-пипа, ребята, здесь произошла. Большая такая, большая ёпа-пипа. Ну и потом 2 в 4. Посмотрите на Кауиза. Он просто там подметает за ними в респауне. Говорит, ну на респе их нет, пацаны, значит это... Во. Они сейчас еще и 2 в 4 вытащат, смотрите. Смотрите. Говорю, это что, только начало. Какая команда для тебя самая сильная из академика? Кто может выиграть турнир? Нави Джуниор. Ну, в следующий турнир, в смысле. Все. Спирит Академия. Я вообще думал, что Спирит обыграют Нави Джуниор, если честно. У нас на NXTZ пытается люркерить, но что-то люркерка вообще спокойно вычислили. А то ситуация-то 3 в 1, там дым и бомба прям под ним. 6-0, ребят. 6-0. Команда FURIA Academy пока просто троллирует нас с сегодняшнего вечера. Очень быстро проходят раунды, несмотря на то, что вроде как Young Gods пытаются затягивать. А мой курьер меня обманывает. Вот написано, что осталось 10 минут, а машина, ну как бы он стоит на месте. Курьера знаете, как зовут? Рошан. Ай, Роман. Рошан. Ошибся чуть-чуть. Чуть-чуть ошибся. Так, у нас деценти. Опс. Выход на длину. Что там деценти? Вот я не увидел. Дал он инфу про центр? Не дал, непонятно, короче. Ну, понятно, что вот на длине сейчас за имби может провалиться. Ну, понял, что уже там, походу, в яме чил, по нему стреляет. Так, Игорь, хотелось бы узнать твое мнение о стаке Ван Вин с Лолипопом, Флейм и Трейвисом. Есть ли у них шансы пробиться на тир-1 сцену? Тир-1 сцену всегда есть шанс пробиться. Тут пробиться хорошему составу на тир-1 сцену с определенным подходом и поддержкой всегда можно. Всегда есть на это шансы. Но все зависит от подхода и от поддержки. Хорошая команда, плохая команда, выводы делать рано. Но хорошая команда — это команда, которая как минимум играет. Да, поэтому есть у нас команды, которые не играют. Но вот одна из них сейчас не сыграла на длине, зато 2 ВП сдохло в точке. Вот я не знаю, эти бразильцы просто сводят, ну не знаю, тут болельщики Young Gods, наверное, сейчас закрывалолом бы выстроились в очередь, но у них там, наверное, есть штуки поприкольнее в Бразилии-то, да? Чтобы не в аптеку ходить перед каткой. Очень плохо, Веном, очень плохо. 2 в 2, борьба продолжается. С КТ, по идее, Бруниню душит. И Фартак Ауис 1 в 2, 77 хп. ПРН здесь без шансов от Бруниню. Твердая, на самом деле, пятерка. FURIA Academy за дефенс пока что. Ну вот, на карте DOS 2 очень сыграно, очень твердо. И я не вижу Young Gods. Я не знаю, если вдруг команда Young Gods начнет... Помните вчерашний Overpass? Они проиграли Apex Rebels, то есть команде, которая вообще никого там почти не выиграла. В этом, конечно, есть определенные вопросы. Как они собираются отыгрываться, если они сейчас даст заливают? Непонятно, вообще непонятно. Ну вот, пока не поздно еще пошла попытка вроде бы внести какие-то, да, корректировки. Минимальные, не минимальные, непонятно, но тренерский шелобах там уже, походу, залетает так сильно, с такой силой, что... шучу, конечно. Камеры просто нету, кто знает, что там у них происходит. По фоткам-то я и так понимаю, кто играет. Так, им далеко до тактик бразильцев, что-то тут пишут. Не очко, а Вадимочка пишет мне. Вадимочка, прости, пожалуйста, я тебя сразу Вадимочка. Просто у тебя там О прям так конкретно написано. Прям как будто, ну, ты большое такое О. Ну, знаешь, типа большое, круглое О. О, как ушел, видели? Хорошая граната и... Пока работа в большинстве может быть проделана. Может быть проделана, потому что пацаны еще пока не катали. Агрессию в нижнюю нашли и просто ждут. Остальные тоже стоят по позициям. За шорт не переживают. 2 на центре, если будет... Ну, акцент защиты на Б делает. Вот я бы натопал на месте игрока атаки, типа ушел и остался. Потому что у него тиммейты в центре. Ему на самом деле, по-моему... у него тиммейт рядом. Все нормально. О, вот это да, ребята. Поливандра просто произошла. Поливандра тоже на длине. Баня занята. В итоге 3 в 2 меньшинство для Young Gods. Сноузен, походу, не понимает, остался идти в банке или нет. Ну, уходит внимательно и посмотрите, что творит Кауис. Слышит его убегающего и просто забирает малыша. Все, остается последний люркер базы Б, ребята. Это 8-0. Это 8-0, и пока у меня все меньше и меньше вопросов к команде Young Gods по поводу карты DOS 2. Очень мало вопросов. Прям вообще почти нет вопросов, кроме одного. Где ваш DOS 2, если вы второй картой хотите сыграть, ну, вернее, позволили сыграть второй картой против вас Overpass? Карта, которую FURIA играет с переменным успехом, но на фоне вчерашнего от Young Gods Overpass, это мне вообще кажется, что если Young Gods каким-то чудом выиграют, то это вообще будет на грани логики сломанной. Потому что вчера они залили Apex Rebels команде, которая вообще никого не выиграла почти. Почти. Кроме FURIA. Вот в этом и прикол, ребята. А FURIA сопротивлялась, и это странно. Боже, концовка просто как фильм «Лицо со шрамом». Шрам есть, а лица нету. Что с лицом, Янгац? Что с лицами? Почему такие грустные? Почему такие грустные? Что случилось вообще сейчас у вас, непонятно. Тренерский шалабах, походу, еще больше взбодрил команду, и они решили полностью зачилить в этой игре. Напоминаю, матч на вылет. И этот матч — это очень важная встреча вообще для Young Gods. Это может быть прорывом сезона. Команда, которая... Ну, 5-8-0 на первую карту на них, кэф, от Пуриматч. Спасибо, Пуриматч, за такой кэф. 1-11 на FURIA Academy, вторая карта оверпас, выбор Фурии. И непонятно. Опять то же самое делают, что. Они просто идут. Короче, давайте разбираться, да, потому что тут тупо ничего не работает. Мы не увидели. Мы увидели один выход на длину, где убили Линека. И все. И на этом все закончилось. Мы увидели ниндзя дефьюз с пистолетки. Супер, вообще, ну, тупейший просто. Так, ну выход на бета примется, нет? Не. Ну, хорошие флешки. Тем не менее, один флэн зашел, играет Деценти. Без перехвата инициативы. 2 в 2. Уверенно здесь пытаются финишировать. Ну, бомбу надо забрать. И вот момент. О, провалился. Кауис провалился. Это что такое? Сноузен в итоге разбирается с этим раундом. Провалили в итоге, посмотрите. Вроде легчайший выход должен был быть на базу Б. Правильно, Янгетс, правильно. Поиграем. Еще 5 минут курьера ждать. Вы должны еще поиграть пару раундов. Есть ощущение, что бразильцы отыгрывают как Биг Стар в ММ. Я подумал, как Биг VIVO Academy, там Биг Стар в ММ. Не увидел сообщения. Ну, чувствуется какое-то вот внутриигровое напряжение. Ну, вот такое ощущение, что они буквально типа понимают, что против них FURIA Academy, а это сильная академия для них. Ну, вот так это выглядит. Если, ну, и там может быть этот внутриигровой авторитет, потому что, ну, вы видите, сколько лет игрокам. А молодежь, она, знаете, очень сильно фонится вот в таком возрасте, когда катает с теми, например, у кого какая-то там ачивка есть. Тем более у них же там локальная сцена есть, они знают друг друга по-любому, катали друг против друга. Одна из самых сейчас вот развивающихся, на самом деле, сцен-то вот в Южной Америке. Круто, круто, ребят. Может быть, вот года через 2-3 будем уже просто летать как бы в Бразилию на мейджоры постоянно. Почему нет? Я там, правда, рекомендации читал по пребыванию в отеле, но ничего. О! Наконец-то они начали под флешки играть. Но, правда, там в центре все равно сейчас может быть провал. И ой-ой-ой-ой, Сноузен красиво. Ну что, вот он переломный момент в первой половине. Происходит после счета 8-0. Команда Young Gods начинает медленно, но кропотливо проделывать работу. И у них начинает на самом деле получаться. Это не может не радовать. Все, сейчас люркер загрызет. Угу. Принес просто им. Доставка кольта прошла успешно. Все. Второй раунд. Второй раунд для Young Gods, друзья. Один взяли чисто на базе Б в прошлом. Здесь сыграли планово, контролем карты. Ну и выбитая экономика. Вот это Пента и Оптоспорт здесь у нас пишут пока что в чатике на Ютубе. Еще раз всем привет, кто смотрит на Ютубе. Обязательно подписывайтесь. Обязательно ставьте лайк под трансляцией. Ну, а я напомню, мне вот через пару минут надо будет выйти, так сказать, вниз. Я скоро вернусь. Сейчас досмотрим этот раунд, начнем смотреть следующий. Там просто нужно выйти забрать заказ обязательно. И тут никак по-другому не сделать. В этом помещении отсутствует технология домофон. 1.38 коэффициент на FURIA Academy пока что на этой карте. Это, по идее, map-winner, да. Первая карта. Не забываем бонус 100% на первый депозит юзать. Он есть. У нас опять технологии, ребят, технологии. Смотрите, как видели? Это типа как Сноузен на самом деле видел ситуацию. Как нам показали первый раз, когда мы матч смотрели. Вы видели, как он прямо вот глазами приближает жестко, да? Офигенно вообще. Как говорится, эффект, спецэффект. Так, ну и на этот раунд я вас покину. Надеюсь, ничего экстраординарного не произойдет. Сорян. Ребят, минутку-две, подождите. Все, сейчас вернусь.
Está rolando a temporada mais gostosa. 7-й. Дісенті спробує зупинити вихід на базу Б. Перший мінус є, забирає він Номзеро. 2 на 2. І тут же проблемка для Янгодс. По одному не можна діяти по одному, але не розуміють цього бразильці. Гине Беренес. Сноузен. Ну, подивись. 3 в 1. Ну, по факту, КВ знаходиться на центрі мапи. І інформація про нього є у бразильців. І при цьому, що вони роблять? Вони по одному виходять на дісенті і просто гинуть.
Захист втратив 3 гравців. Так, 3 гравців під Б з
При цьому
пістолетами.
зробили тільки 1 мінус у відповідь.
Так, і вони залишили 2 гравці, які залишились у FURIA Academy, знайшли зброю, так, і через помилки у нас Young Gods, вони просто їх перестріляли і взяли раунди, вони нормально були взагалі без зброї нормально.
Єп.
Цікаво, насправді дуже цікаво. Знову у нас захист втрачає гравця, падає Дісенті у нас по центру мапи і намагаються подивитися у нас, прочекати тут апленд, атака, флешки, дими, агресія.
Ну і, до речі, все знову ж таки починається з першого вбивства від Веномзери. Спочатку ми бачили виконання, коли він зачистив коротенький, тепер вже підловив на центрі мапи гравця Фурії. Ну і враховуючи більшість, мають щось придумати. Фурія, снайпер перевірив довгенький. 3 вже знаходяться на базі А. КВС. Ох, тут зараз буде цікаво. Непогана хаєшка. Спрей від КВСа. Забирає тільки одного, але хаєшка Броніньо ліквідує Веномзеру. Сноузен. Не пострілом, так... Коктейлем Молотова забирає гравця Фурії і залишається тільки Коала 1 проти 2.
Встановлюється вибухівка, Коала чекає на моменти, коли можна прийняти гравця, чіпляє одного, робить мінус, але його добирає Сноузін, який тут, до речі, в цьому раунді зробив 3 вбивства. І хотіла якраз запитати тебе про цього молодого снайпера, тому що для снайпера 15 років, він дуже молодий, так? І ми бачили молодих снайперів, і дуже багато з них ламаються під пресінгом. А ось що ти скажеш про гру Сноузіна? Тобто, наскільки він стабільний гравець і впевнений гравець? Ну,
якщо порівнювати сьогоднішні і вчорашні ігрові дні, то Сноузен сьогодні виглядає набагато краще. Вчора проти Apex Rebels Сноузена, на жаль, майже не бачили. Але от сьогодні хлопчина влучає і знову ж таки зупиняє агресію з боку КВЗа. План Фурії не працює, хоча Зімбі забирає некста. Є простріл від того ж самого Сноузена. Влучає в ногу Зімбішці. Ну і спробують пройти по довгенькому хлопці з Young Gods. До речі, дуже багато часу залишається у бразильців, тих, що атакують, але все ж таки рішення прийнято і будуть намагатися захопити базу А і встановити вибухівку. Веномзера розправляється з Дісенті і Зімбі, Коава і Броніньо, це 2 пістолети. Тут, до речі, все йде до плюс-мінус такого стандартного рахунку, як в першій половині. Жодна команда не отримує переваги. Скоріше за все, буде 9-6.
Насправді, я так дивлюсь, що у Фурії просто в якийсь момент почались проблеми, не дивлячись на те, що Фурія вела у нас досить впевнено по рахунку, просто не могли вони дозволити собі добру зброю, і потроху на деякі раунди вони віддавали. Зараз вони віддають ще один раунд Young Gods, це дійсно 9-4, і подивимося, як вони будуть діяти в атаці. Мені досить цікаво, як будуть реалізовувати це Фурія, тому що ми взагалі Фурію знаємо через їх агресивний стиль, вони вбиваються, вони досить активно і агресивно діють.
Та вони навіть в захисті зараз діють максимально агресивно, незважаючи на перевагу у арсеналі зброї, Фурія діє першим номером. Але З кожним наступним раундом Young Gods все більш і більш підготовленими виглядають. І ну, цими агресіями їх вже не здивувати.
І що по захисту? Фурія намагається діяти в 4 гравці по лонгу.
Так,
Вони
ну,
намагаються пройти.
це коротенький. А Фурія дійсно атакує
Так,
через
так.
довгенький. Сноузен, ну, зараз побачить 3 спини. Є промах від Сноузена. Тут мають закривати.
Якийсь сумнівний план, так, у них був. Вони через лонг, через банку бігли на центр і намагалися прийняти просто через спину Готс, але там Сноузін досить вчасно їх побачив і їх просто розстріляли. Лінеку 2 вбивства, Вінамзєра забирає 2 вбивства, і Сноузін також, здається, забрав одного гравця команди Фурія. План
Дуже
непоганий, але ні.
кінцівка дуже така. Вона неймовірно цікава вийшла, особливо що робив КВС. Він вбиває Сноузена, вибиває снайперську гвинтівку та вибухівку, підбирає АВП і при цьому одразу ж стрибає на гравців Young Gods. І до перестрілки цієї був взагалі не підготовлений. Коала на базі Б є перший мінус, але мають далі забирати Next. Ну що, 9-6. Має бути, якщо не відбудеться якогось дива в ситуації 4 в 4. База Б під контролем Young Gods. Встановлюється вибухівка і тепер дуже і дуже складне вибивання для бразильської Фурії.
Так, Фурія у нас тут вже намагається підготуватись до виходу. Бруні йде перший, захищає його Вінамзєра, залишаються 2 в 2, з ним бій останній і все-таки дійсно 9-6. Все, як ти казав.
Маестро предіксів, ну, по ходу цієї зустрічі на ваших екранах. Що там по...
Just gets smoked, right? That was amazing shots from Descenti. I think Cowes still proved he's the player, you know, in each of these matches to watch. And he had Koala kind of right beside him, who has shown a high level, but hasn't been quite nearly as consistent. Honestly, Descenti is the most consistent besides Cowes on the roster. And Venom Zera is the top performer, I believe, followed by Next in GODSENT, and those two are holding hands in this game. So, all right, let's see what happens in half number 2. I really have no idea.
No, and you shouldn't. You know, this is the unknowing, the unknown part of this series. And I feel like FURIA Academy, they realize the chance they've got here. Just take away a Dust 2, and you've got Overpass, what feels like surefire lock-in. If not, we got Mirage in the cards. But here we go. Smoke for the cross. Molly onto the deep box. Next's going to tuck in. A little bit of smoke spam. But nobody's going to be able to stop that bomb plant. So frag grenades come through as it goes down. It's a good amount of chip damage. Venom Zera with the opening kill. 2 actually off of him. And Next's already starting to press up into the bomb site. Ramp player can't handle it. He's just sliding back into the cover, but he loses his teammates. We get BRN back into the feed. Cowes with 1. Tries to turn it, and he nails it. 3 kills out of Cowes on the ramp. The 1v2. And the 90-degree turnaround for that last shot is sick.
This guy has been a revelation for FURIA Academy. Man, can't stop being impressed by Cowes. 20 and 10 off that. A huge clutch. I mean, that's one where he's easily dead in most situations. What a crazy, hole to have to dig yourself out of. Wowez.
Killer Cowes. Big B stack here out of the Young Gods, trying for the gimmick. But with FURIA Academy already rounding the corners of long, this one is done and dusted. Let's call it 11-6. Meet you guys in round 18. And ZMB, feel free to go rush with that MAC-10. He's got no grenades to lose, just the Kevlar and the MAC-10.
He does love a good death.
Ooh, but he gets dinked. Kawa is starting to regret his decision in the open versus 2 USPs. And here goes the third.
They really shouldn't even be chasing you. There's nothing to find.
Ego peaks.
Yeah.
I'll let those last 2 hold on. So there it is. 11 on the board for FURIA. Everybody give Cowes a big thank you for your FURIA Academy, because that pistol is all him.
Yeah,
and this round, the result of it.
It was the diffuse. He was the guy diffusing on the first round as well.
Crazy.
Well, I think we know where they're going this round. Uh-oh. 4 long. Jesus.
Oh, BRN.
Oh, BRN.
I mean, that's enough. They're
It
still
kind of
very
is.
far away.
There's no one middle either. Oh, ZMB peaks. That's...
Yeah, could have just waited, right? He's able to cut off all those rotates. Now I feel like Decenti feels the need to do something.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but it looked horrible because there was 2 players running over. But he did have all of mid to himself. Ouch.
Decenti gonna put fire on his own feet. Tunnels play here from Leneko. Nade could end him.
Oh, what?
Meanwhile, Snowzen gets one off at the door. Nice turn from Bruninho. Fire on him. And he just didn't get the window peek when he wanted. He knew where they were both coming in from, but it's a retake from the Young Gods, set up by BRN, and then the ZMB peek into CT, which did not pay off for FURIA.
Yeah, they did a 4 long setup right there. Like, they were willing to fight, basically. If you do something like that, you're not going to fall back. If you see nades, you're going to really commit in, and FURIA Academy had the exact opposite spawn, so a bit risky to try, but BRN had their back on B, said, don't worry, go for a long. I have B. That post plant was very interesting. I think they could have played that a lot of different ways, but it was not the cleanest. Nice tag here from Snowzen. Probably won't have known, but damage is damage.
It's double doors control secured. Bruninho not too far off the mark. Venom Zera keeps wiggling.
Man, this is risky.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bruninho felt like he was in full control of that. Actually liked the idea of the utility being shown, because then, he's got something to look for, and he finds it. BRN is low, Leneko's low, and they're down in the 4v5. Ooh, Leneko catching the one, flying down to CT spawn. They can still recover this. Winnable round. Leneko gets caught, though. The Opper straight to the face. Snowzen comes back from car. They know he's here because he just got that kill towards long. The swing out from Koala, that's what makes the difference. And now 2 CTs in from spawn on the retake. And they don't go for the plant just yet. Oh, BRN just putting himself on a silver platter for Decenti. That is a mistake. especially as bomb's not even planted just yet. Now it will be.
I think it's Koala killed Snows in, and then he was over at long. The Bjarne got hyper fixated on that duel, and Furia they'll win by elimination with a bomb plant as well, and 3 up. Right here, Venom Zero takes a risk. Of course, there's a moment where he could win that, phasing the smoke, but it does put his 8 teammates in a precarious spot if he dies. Only 2 left. They give it a shot, but it's not enough. And with that, a lot of money.
Cash, momentum, and already so many rounds in the back pocket. Op spots the cross, does damage. As if Lineko's job wasn't hard enough with just the USP. 10 health before he gets a gunfight. Koala. He gets one. Cowes survives the test up close. Snowsen just tries to throw himself at it, but
I thought the clear was really good.
Gets stuffed. Venom Zera on the ramp. A USP into Dream. Gets hard cleared by Bruninho. And so the last man's caught in the skies. 13 sure enough. FURIA Academy not going to give them anything. No, not even a sliver of hope there for Young Gods in that one.
I think this is where hearts sink. Of Op on Snowsen. He's having a pretty decent map so far. One of the better in memory, honestly. And I think they'll obviously need it. But here, this is where they'll be fully depleted. Not even a lot of guns. Going up against long control. Nice shot here from Snowsen. His teammates will tell him about it. And another as they just try to swing the corner. Oh my god, a third frag. Snowsen.
Oh, okay. That was a close fourth, but he's not going to get it just yet. They're going to try to burn him out into the open, make him work that much harder. And of course he's going to deliver. Now just the op fight to close it. The ace for Snowsen. 1 shot away. Flash lands. He goes back. Descenti going to at least kick back open the double doors. It's being held from top mid. Snowsen decides this map is not over just yet.
Yeah. Bomb on their side of the bridge.
Ace it, kid.
Can try
Pops
to pop
up.
up. Woo!
It's right there for him.
Descenti wants this. Flank's getting into place. Oh! And he shoots a little bit too soon. Descenti finally wins it. How many flashbangs did he find, man? That was...
Yeah,
this guy was digging him up.
And there's still more to be picked up. BRN grabs one more.
He had a diamond shovel.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did. Snowsen, nicely done. First one, easy pickup. Second, just blows the arm off Koala. That headshot is just gross in all the best ways. Blind while he finds number 4. And Young Gods, that's 8 on the board. And a rebuy, of course, from FURIA Academy. Gonna try see if they can keep these CT round wins, you know, one and dones. Anything consecutive could actually open the door for Young Gods to take back rounds. We saw them win, you know, 6 of the last 7 in their first half, which means it's never too late. Young Gods have that resilience.
What's with all the Young Gods, or the Young Guns, showing up for the play-in?
Ooh, BRN feeling the pressure. But Lineko, he goes into the tunnels. BRN stops the window push, comes back for the car fight. Cowes, he gets the trade, but it's a little bit late. A 2v5 turned 2v3.
Ops in place. This'll be really hard, honestly, for the Young Gods. Could come down to a missed op shot, but we won't see that yet.
Descenti hits the first one. Flash goes over. He's ready for the repeat. Venom Zera finds his head. Bomb beyond the halfway point. Molly lands on Cowes. Good utility. Burns him into the open, and they nail it. Even though they lose that first peek to the op. It's the Venom Zera crispness. Ready for the repeat. Gives Young Gods number 9.
That was huge. Another guy to talk about here. 21 frags. 2 key in the end. And the lead thins to 4. FURIA Academy can not buy. I don't think they can. There's any reason to. They should be half buying in this situation. And potentially giving up 10. Young God's still fighting. Against their own demons, their CT sides in general are usually pretty weak. They've already made such a heroic effort to get back into the game on the T side. Only to lose a second pistol and have to do it all over again. Can they hold their nerve?
Stuck on the wall. Come back at these fights. And they get it through the smoke. Venom Zera trying to be the end-all as Snozen's there to support it. We get 10 rounds on the board for Young Gods. 4 from Venom Zera. Starting to step it up a notch.
Really has. 25 and 14. With some freebies, of course. But you know what happens if you don't kill the pistoling players? They kill you. Just watch the last series to find out how that happens.
Three down through the tunnels. Bomb floating around back spawn. Oh my god, they're already out mid.
Yeah, they're going to try it again. Lineco survived the test holding down tunnels last time around. Let's see if the protocols are any different.
Smoke is deep. They come through the door first. Lineco, easy first 2 kills. Turns it back towards tunnels.
He's got to be low on ammo, right?
Yeah, 5 bullets left.
Jesus.
Gets back around now. Cowes strikes one down from CT. Gets his double.
Oh my god.
That could reopen the door. They could just leave. And ZMB, he actually pokes his head down through tunnels. Catches the kill on Lineco. BRN backside. Venom Zera off cat in mid. And they're going to slowly squeeze into this B hold from BRN. He's got 60 health to fight back 3 players. Cowes through the door first.
Oh, his gun.
BRN's gun spotted. Sure enough, Cowes capitalizes. And we want to sit here and praise Venom Zera, but Cowes, 27 kills now with this 3K in a very important round to give FURIA 14 unless the clutch comes through. Smoke and a flash. 1 close left. There's a crossfire set. Oh, but he catches the guy on plat and then looks the wrong direction as he comes through those doors. 14 for FURIA, sure enough.
That one stings. I mean, the hold from Lineco was so beautiful, and there was the push was disjointed. They weren't even ready to come out of the tunnel, so this was FURIA Academy execing totally wrong. And Cowes, he's so nuts. Like, he's just so crazy. Like, you see most people make that push. They might get one. They might just instantly get off. He'll be the one to find 2. And Venom Zera makes a mistake there. He's on cat. They know Cowes was right side door, but he lets him get to the B site. And Cowes is the one to kill his teammate. And if he doesn't keep updating his info on Cowes in that spot, he can't even rotate fast. So he ends up in that 1-on-3. Cowes continues to pop heads like watermelons.
Snozen could recover this. Ooh, next gets wrecked. Koala point blank. Venom Zera in from pit. Gets separate 1v1s, but Bernino hits the headshot. And a 4v2 for 15. Save called. They just double up inside of the B site and hang on for the next one. 5 map points for FURIA. Their T side starting to crack through.
Damn. So it feels like a little bit of the star player storyline again. And I mean, it's not to say that FURIA Academy are a bad team by any means. They definitely are also really good. But the Cowes factor is something that's been hard to match for a lot of people. But it's consistently unreal what this guy can do with an AK.
Hunting for it. Cowes, just let him be. Let him have that hope. Sees it back flat. Snozen. 1 tap. Oh, now that's the op. Gonna have to be held onto by BRN. Oh, they know where he is and they're coming. He's gonna put up the smoke and just hope to hell he can save. Oh, hang on, brother. This ride's not over. But he's good. He's got it. At least one weapon, one rifle. But that's all they're going to be banking on. You know, max $2,800 for BRN after it. So this is going to have to be something spectacular from young Snowzen. Him and Venom Zera have put up numbers, but to do it now would seem impossible. And they've got, you know, a very grueling test in an overpass up next where FURIA Academy have played all season. GODSENT with a fresh wound versus Apex Rebels over it yesterday. Let's see it, Snowzen. Cat peek, but there's nothing there.
Still a good place to take a risk, just being in the middle, so maybe he can get somewhere new, but I think... I actually don't know if there's long control. I don't know if the smoke came out from the T side. Of course, as we see it, B side hits coming in. Little bit of counter utility. Denied the chance to swing. Yeah, and they've fallen back a bit, actually.
All right.
Well, they give up, and they've got 53 players with half HP.
That's enough. You know, the MP9s, the Deagles, they don't have to be the round-winning moment. Just turn them back.
2 Deagle shots away.
Turn them back. Now it's going Venom Zera towards car. They get there and it's smoked.
Yeah. And now
internal...
the fact that Snowzen has stayed on Cat might actually pay off.
Yeah, the timings are all clicking here for young gods.
They might also just try to slink back into a mid B, because there has been very little resistance from the CT side inside of CT spawn.
Very true.
But I guess not. Okay, Snowzen up to the plate. They're gonna need a home run.
He drops off of it at 15 seconds, and they're still on the catwalk. Hit by the nade. Further chip damage done. Snowzen gets around the corner. They're just going to have to be desperate for the plant. Venom Zera still a nade on long. Oh! What? He hears the footsteps. Oh. Snaps it down and next off of the catwalk. What a sick hold.
I can't believe
They get it.
No
He's
way,
double
man.
scoped, hears the footsteps, and just drops the hammer on him.
I've never seen anything like that. That is so ridiculous, man. He's not even on his screen at all, right? Oh, my God.
And then another.
Dude.
Oh, that's sick.
I've never seen anything like that. That's so nasty.
Sick. Does he see a head at the bottom? Maybe
I don't know.
look behind his shoulders.
The overlay. It's so fast that it has to be audio, right? Like, holy.
Wow. And with that, we got a little more life left in the young gods.
Wow.
The youngest god just strips 2 players off of the play. You've talked about how mid and CT was a little bit underplayed. Well, we get FURIA Academy already through the doors. BRN trying to face tunnels with that MP9. AK is going to try to push up into him. Oh my God, no! The window player turns. Lineko just the 1 kill. And then Koala, he locks off the CT spawn. They get back into the B split. The best efforts of Snowzen in the last round may have all been for nothing. At least Venom Zera comes through top middle with a quick kill back. But a 2 versus 4 turn 2 versus 3 and a retake on B site Dust 2 needed. They've got a bunch of utility. And the terrorists are actually in a spot where they could overface. Venom Zera comes up, he goes down. And there it is, Snowzen still fighting. But no sir, Decenti slides around the scaffold. And that's FURIA Academy to slide through Dust 2 with the first map win. The challenge from Young Gods on Dust 2. They tried to take them somewhere different. And it doesn't pay off to open up this series. Now Overpass up next. Ladies and gents, it could be Young Gods done. We'll find out soon enough. Welcome back, everybody. We got one, maybe two maps left here to close out the day. It's the Brazilian Bash that kicked off with a Dust 2 pick from Young Gods. They tried to take us something, take us somewhere new. It didn't work out, unfortunately, despite the best efforts of a couple of players. And now as we take a look back at the veto, of course, we see FURIA Academy, very understandable, trying to punish Young Gods on Overpass the same way Apex Rebels did yesterday. And Apex Rebels are kind of considered to be one of the two weakest teams in the league. So for FURIA Academy, who are playing very well at the moment, to have this chance on this map as well, you have to think Young Gods, they're against the ropes.
Yeah, this is a really, I think they don't expect to win Vertigo. I don't think anybody, or sorry, Overpass. And, Mirage could have been one that GODSENT pick up. If they grab Dust 2, they see Mirage. If they put Mirage in first, maybe they don't see Dust 2, which is where they want to end up. I don't know. Maybe it's just they see their fate sooner is the thing about the way the veto went. But Overpass is just, Furia knew this coming into this. They were going to be able to see it. It's going to be a fun map for them. And it's GODSENT who have more to prove. So we've got, let's see. The most recent was a loss to Big Academy in the 14-16, but they've won it versus the last three teams they played in the Academy League, including Astralis Talent, and smacked up Young Ninjas, who had Slap, which is one thing, but still 16-3.
Showed that they could just dominate. Showed that, like, if they feel a weakness, that's the thing, is we could look at these other examples versus the better teams, and I think there's genuine impressive things about their play to take away. But I feel like that game versus Slap and Young Ninjas is an example of, like, when they had a weak team ahead of them, when they sensed that weakness, they just went like full Furia mode, dominated that B site, rushed through everything, started skipping protocols and just started banking on, like, the team play and the confidence and the comfort that is Overpass for Furia Academy, right? Most played map during the regular season for them with 6 games. And so I feel like, Young Gods could maybe fall victim to the whole Young Ninja situation. And that is, just Furia maybe running through them. We'll find out. But GODSENT did at least get to play it versus Apex Rebels, so they have a very recent example and match to kind of build off of. And I think that the building blocks were sort of there, but just also clearly not enough because they weren't able to best Apex Rebels. So this is going to be a tough one. There's no doubt. Young God's first season in the We Play Academy League showed us amazing things on Ancient. What's up?
Apex Rebels only won Vertigo. This is last season, isn't it?
No, Apex Rebels beat Furia on Vertigo, and then their only other map win all season was yesterday versus Young Gods.
Oh, it was in the best of 3. I see. True.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's why we were able to contextualize that this is not a super good map for the Young Gods and much harder competition. Apex Rebels, one of the map they got it too. It's kind of funny how this is just tormenting them through the veto. Probably the two teams that would want to take them here the most, and they get it. So with that in mind, coming into the play-in, Young Gods could forecast that if they won the last series, that they had to play it here, that they had to play it in the first one. So they've got no choice. They got to get good at Overpass.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It's Nuke or Overpass, their biggest weaknesses we've seen so far, and it's got to be a marked improvement from what we got yesterday versus Apex Rebels. Overpass to decide the fate of Young Gods. Now, again, their first season, right? So already a bunch of experience and wins over the likes of Fnatic Rising, OG. A loss, but a close one to Mouse NXT. But then the map pool becomes a big question mark when we go from BO1 to BO3. And for that reason, Young Gods may be on their way out the door. We'll find out. FURIA Academy, 4 extra seasons, or rather 3 extra seasons, of building up this pathway to an attempt to run it through the play-in. Only one Brazilian team can move on, and right now it's looking like Furia. Let's see what they've got. T-side coming at us quick with the double smoke and a molly on Cowes. We get BRN going for a little bit of a party peek, and he's already fallen back. Venom Zera showed us promise on Dust 2. Snozen had some sick shots. Still wasn't enough in the end, and now they concede the entirety of Bathroom, sit back inside of the A site with 3 players on it, right ahead of FURIA Academy's 5-man all-in. And of course, we know that the utility is strong here from FURIA, so going to be a bit of pressure on the original positions. There's a bank and a dumpster smoke. Molly comes through for the back of Dice. BRN cleared out from the corner, and next from behind Truck, the only player who's able to offer us anything. It is a clean hit from the pistol.
The flash looked like it came like 1 second late right there while they were already jumping up onto the site. Hard one at a time with how fast FURIA Academy were coming into A. But just with that, I mean, there's literally not even a chance for 2 pistols to go for this. So, unlike on Dust 2, where both pistols were won under insane circumstances for FURIA, in this one, the Young Gods have no choice. No chance. 0 chance. So, yesterday when Snowzen played on this map, he wasn't really comfortable as the opera. I don't think anybody was really comfortable, I'll be honest. There wasn't anybody who was like carrying in their match versus Apex. They all just kind of looked slightly like they hadn't had much experience, like it showed. So Snowzen on Dust 2, I think that was the best that we've seen of Snowzen throughout the season. Kind of similar to how, you know, Frozik in the play-in in their first round. That was the best Frozik we saw. And some of the other young players have been impressing. Unbroken as well earlier today. But it could be a situation of a little too late. And now, I mean, on Overpass, it'll have to be a map that he's not insanely comfortable on. I'd be so curious to see him play on Mirage today based on what we just saw on Dust 2.
CMB, little contact, sees the jump spot. No rush, no rush. Bernino. Low-key big impact throughout the season, but Venom Zera, yeah, bigger crater right between the eyes. Desert Eagle point blank, looking like a shotgun. That's a Mac 10 added to the scouts. Yep. Give it over. 1 scout close long. If they come flying out of that, you know, top bathrooms, suddenly we could see Snowzen get overwhelmed. But he lands his shot. Lands 2 shots, in fact. So that's ZMB and Kawes very low. Snowzen just going off. Finishes ZMB before he even has a chance to fight anybody else. So that scout pays off most certainly. But then the rotates come up. Koala's going to get covered by Decenti. Man advantage established by FURIA. Here comes Lineko attacking from the flank. Bathrooms peek left or right. And Decenti gets ahead of it. No matter what. Bomb plant shines through. BRN, that scout now, found out behind Dumpster. And so, despite Snowzen's best efforts, it's still FURIA up with 3.
Yeah, that was actually pretty possible. I think BRN probably wanted to fight a bit more if his teammates were going to rotate in, but he fell back to bank feeling uncomfortable. But with the amount of damage Snowzen did right there, they probably should have leaned into it. But either way, FURIA Academy will be happy to take that with their 3 guns saved. Move forward. And just stack that money high.
Fat stacks. Cold hard cash.
It'd be cool if they had an arms dealer in the spawn.
Yeah. He just opens up his duffel bag of guns.
Yes, his trench coat.
You want knives? You want skins?
Skins, yeah.
Honestly, there, you know, there could be like supply shortages. I don't know if guys in trench coats are always really that trustworthy.
Usually not, especially if they're not wearing clothes underneath.
Yeah, I prefer to buy my guns from the government.
Yeah.
5-7's dead. USP's not going to get into this, so just avoid the Mac 10 money.
So how many guns do you have?
I have 0 guns. I own 0 guns.
Okay.
You?
Me? I don't know. I don't know. I've shot a gun once, but
I've shotguns. I just don't own one.
I went to reload a pistol. I was at a gun range in California, and I went to reload a pistol, and I slammed the mag into like the what is it called? Like the part of your hand that's it's just a little bit of meat. You know, it's like right under.
Oh,
your
like
pinky.
the web?
I guess so. And then it just turned black. It hurt so bad.
Ah. Yeah, man. Guns are no joke.
That was pretty good though.
You know, my self-defense is I have a little wooden club next to my bed. That's all I got. Little wooden club.
I have an orange belt in Taekwondo. And
Okay.
I also started karate, but I never got past white.
Oh, what are we doing here?
Oh, and
Surgery.
Bjorn fixing his keyboard. Yeah, because he was like running, looking down.
Okay, got stuck.
So someone got stuck.
Get that fork in there. Yeah,
What
yeah.
was it
Stick
doing?
those forks in electronics. That's a great idea.
Is it? He's pulling out keys. Was that a
Yep.
fork?
I don't know. Some kind of wedge. You got to clean your keyboard so your keys don't get stuck.
Yeah, I have broken keyboards by spilling things on them, like everybody else.
Didn't you get like the holy trifecta when we were in Copenhagen last time, where you like spilled it on your mouse, your keyboard, and your mouse pad?
One little glass of wine on my mouse pad, mouse, and keyboard, all in one splash.
The holy trinity.
Instantly broke my mouse.
Damn.
I think that was at WePlay actually. That was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then WePlay had the, you know, in the cultural historic center of the city where the studio is.
Yep.
Where they do like the Santa Claus parade and everything. They had the store in the front of the WePlay studio. That was the coolest thing, where you could buy all of your esports peripherals and stuff. So I bought a new mouse, got a new mouse pad. They had all my stuff.
It's very convenient, actually. That's
It was amazing.
Yeah, of all the places to break your stuff, that was probably the best.
Yes, I miss that WePlay studio.
Back. For now, we lock it down online. And we keep developing the youth. Now it's a gun round, though. So let's see FURIA Academy. Will they get through the first real challenge at a Young Gods? Op on Snowzen. 3-player lean towards the B site. And the Op's looking for the contact towards Party. But it's just going to be the big B pop. The coveted B hit. Venom Zera on the pillar. Flashes are good coming out of the T's. Molotov slows it down a little bit. Graffiti player is going to get a nice deep angle. And Next's flash assist set up Venom Zera perfectly. Mac-10 looking for the answer. Continuous flashbang. Then the next player rotates in from heaven. Smoke comes down. And this is just a total shutdown on the B side. Very nicely done from Young Gods. Very convincing in terms of utility. It all landed where it needed to.
Yeah, they threw the flashes. Great timings right there. And I was like, oh no, he smoked himself out barrels, even though they actually didn't molly it. And then there's the gap on the side of it, but they had a pillar player in Venom Zera with the flash support from heaven, and that's it. Solid stoppage here to FURIA, and just no bomb in their possession. They're not letting go of this. Well, that's really cool. We'll get to see if Young Gods can improve from map to map. They did struggle versus the B side hits of even Apex Rebels.
So to fend one off from FURIA is that much better. One AK grab for Venom Zera. He'll hold on to that, but there we go. Flashbang, smoke grenades. The incendiary as well right on the corner means nobody's able to run up the left side and kind of overwhelm the site. The protocol was in place from Young Gods, and that shows us promise. At least one round win on the CT side, nice and early. Rebuy, of course, from FURIA. And I think there'll still be questions towards the A site. You know, Snowzen, it's a lot to be comfortable in the op role on A site overpass. And of course, FURIA Academy, there is more depth to this T side than just the exec they tried to throw at B just now. Next. Oh, almost dead. 3 damage left.
Jeez.
That is a great call out to the last round because he was stood there kind of chucking utility forward for Venom Zera. They immediately go for the answer and they nearly get a 5v4 off the back of it. A play now. Gonna size up what's going on in the bathrooms. We got BRN on his own down in connector. 2 Ts to potentially lock him in. No help here. They're starting to maybe think about going for short. They're going to flash him. There's the assist attempt, but it doesn't quite connect, and the Ts are able to answer. 3 CTs left on the B site, and Snozen solo starts to walk up long.
Yeah, no rotation here at all. They're still stuck over towards B. They need to be moving yesterday to be able to get into place to defend this. Snozen should not be left alone in this spot, and they are very slow about making their way over.
Beat Molly into the bank. That keeps the rotate out. So in terms of the B to A rotate, it's just a little bit late. Can't stop this bomb plant. Snozen's still tucked in on long. So nobody's going to be able to stop it unless they give him the fight that he's looking for.
Oh, okay.
That's one at least. Ooh, but Cowes goes deep.
Oh,
loses
okay.
to Venom Zera. Double man advantage. Koala tries to turn back. Gets the kill to next. Looking for the Opper. Now into the 2v2 as ZMB connects with the AWP. Smoke goes forward onto the bomb. No, it's not. The bomb's actually planted on truck. They tap that. It's going to force him into it. And sure enough, they win it all. So that smoke grenade goes down on the wrong spot.
Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't even notice that myself. I thought they came out of bathrooms. You know, they didn't even need to plant truck in this spot. But I think they got a little scared because they just saw an empty site. And they're like, well, where is he? And then they started lurking all over the place. Nearly gave this one away. But won the 2 key fights in the end. Young Gods don't pull it off. The rotation could have been there much sooner. And you can see Snozen is here ready to play, but he's going to need some support. The other option was, well, first the flank could come in, and Snozen could have flanked around bathrooms. There was actually tons of gaps. Oh, that one's for free.
Yikes.
Nearly,
And that's, you know, yeah.
unscopes and gives it away, but
The layers, right? They go for the triple nade onto the B site. They go for the boost up into the T spawn, and BRN. He's going to topple Koala. Shakes the tree. And they get through Monster. So frag grenade's not going to do anything to stop them.
where?
Whoa, Bruinino. He just got caught through the little pipe. ZMB recovers that one. So, again, just the one weapon picked up for BRN. Deep position from Cowes. He wants to go past Graffiti. Snozen's right here up close, and another pistol that wins a fight. Now they're surrounded, entirely surrounded. They could try to fight their way out. There's no bomb plant yet. How do they escape? I mean, at any moment, Snozen could just peek down from heaven and kill this, but now they know that Snozen's not at the top of heaven.
CMB
Oh,
can't
this is
figure out
just
how
weird.
to be... Yeah, he's not really figuring out how to be useful here. He's just letting this empty walk around. So if they can get heaven, they might be in a decent spot. And oh, now the short push will come through. And next we'll walk it back. I don't know. I guess he was known. ZMB still shooting in this direction.
Extra cautious here. FURIA Academy not wanting to fall victim to the Young Gods Deagle ability. Good kickoff, right? We get a couple of frags. Back and forth, one down at the bottom of ladder, one through the short pipe, one up close on Graffiti, but FURIA Academy just really take their time with that. You know, like you said, ZMB couldn't find a way to be useful, really relied on Descenti to go clear out the heaven play, and once that happens, it's all good. FURIA with number 5.
If anything, the opportunity is really here on the CT side for the Young Gods. FURIA, for a while, they struggled a lot and they relied on the gimmicks to get them through. They still, in their general rounds where they kind of defaulted, could get beaten out by a lot of the better teams. But of course, they'll improve, and it doesn't mean that Young Gods will just for free win these rounds. But yeah, this first half could be key for the Young Gods, and it's not going well. Pistol's really holding them back on top of it.
It's back up. Snozen get aggressive this time. He's running for it. Molly gets smoked. Snozen with a chance. He's got 2 players on the left side. Times that nicely off of the flash. Can't recover for the second, but BRN. Ooh, he was in the right spot, but just couldn't get the better of the AK on the M4 spray. Still a ton of damage on Bruninho. That is not negligible. Leneko, deep monster angle. He'll find Descenti's head. And so this really does fall onto Koala. Bruninho, not meant to get much more, and sure enough, found out towards long. So Koala's got bomb and a 1v3 at hand to try to piece together. Young Gods, second CT round is queued up. They got to close this.
Yeah, they do. They're actually in a pretty damn decent spot here. Overpass will be Koala's playground, so you can run around lots of time. Good amount of utility. Now, this is a very, winning position for the Young Gods, but an interesting spot where Koala, I think he has every right to try this. Let's see if he can separate and section out these CTs on the A site.
It's a fight versus the first. He's got the Molotov for the job. Ooh, but Next comes out from Bank. Forgot about Next. And he's ready to strike him down. That's a second here from Young Gods. Could have been cleaner towards the party fight, but at least Snowzen timed that first op shot perfectly while blind. And then BRN kind of trades out, keeps him low. FURIA Academy just can't find any further footing. So 2 alive, 2 alive, 2 alive as they win those rounds. And now finally everybody gets bottomed out from FURIA. And this means all their money on the line here in round number 8.
Funnily enough, this is actually one of Kawai's worst maps.
Really?
Yeah. He had a good one last time around. They actually lost versus the Ninjas. Outside of that, 10 and 15 kills versus Big and Apex Rebels.
Sizing him up. As they move around the bathrooms. Ooh, BRN gets caught in the smoke. I don't think he did anything wrong.
Uh-oh. Oh, Venom Zero got spotted, but he's got short support.
Yeah, a ton of damage with the wallbang here. Venom Zera can't manage anything more than the one. Leneko, the reload, not fast enough. It's Next's chance to shine. Into the water, peeks wide, dies to Kawes. Insta headshot and insta problems for Young Gods because they go from a round win to a round loss again.
Yeah. There's so many close moments, right? Just these...
Close but no cigar.
Yeah, close but no cigar. Wow. And they get away with 4 off of that. Venom getting spotted in the water was one thing. Leneko had him covered, but then even with the first kill Leneko got, Venom couldn't pick up another. Stop that from coming through, even delaying for a little bit to allow that molly to really spread on short. They just get tumbled on. So, okay, another round here for FURIA Academy. Kawa's doing pretty fine today.
Making space at least, right? Numerically, not the most, but he's been at the head of these B hits a couple of times. Tough spot for Young Gods. Desert Eagle's back. 3 sets of Kevlar. Oh. Do we remember the name of those enemies in Super Mario? Like the ones that have a cat head? They're like a bunch of balls stacked up high. They're in the desert level.
No.
That's what the boost is like.
Yeah. I'm searching Desert Balls Mario. Chain Chomp. Oh, Pokey.
Oh, they're called Pokies. Oh, because they're pointy. They're sharp. I get it. Pokies. Just like little wiggling like cacti.
I'd call them totem Pokies, but...
Noah's trying to figure out this setup. The CTs are here, of course, running back and forth, trying to get wild with the pistols. Only ZMB dead so far. Bruninho almost there. You know, he's standing on the edge of his grave, but Kawes is going to give cover. A random shot through smoke could stop that plant. Kawes has other ideas, and a 7th round queued up for FURIA Academy on this T side. As we have come to expect, it's going to be a problem for Young Gods trying to hang on to the second map.
Oh. Really sad that we don't potentially get to see them play a map that they're ultra comfortable on. I think you get the wrong idea about Young Gods this season, just seeing, you know, them playing the series. But having at least 4 good maps is definitely key, especially if you want to get anywhere in these best of 3s.
Really wanted to see maybe like, you know, a deep run with Ancient versus a top tier team for elimination or something cool like that. But you know,
Yeah,
at least
that
we
would have been insane.
get to appreciate what Young Gods gave us throughout the regular season. Again, you know, inaugural year. Or not even year, right? Because sometimes we get 2 seasons per year. So let's hope we get them back sooner than later.
I think it's even more than that, isn't it? Because this would have been the 3rd season in 6 months.
Damn.
Because the last one was December, right? That we did with 2.
Yeah.
And then
think about how much better they're going to be then. Think about how fast they can learn.
Right.
You know, like farming chickens. You know, we just got to like pump them full of water or something.
Is that a thing? Wow.
I think so.
Gross.
Just growth hormones. Come on.
Oh my. Wow.
We want them bigger, better, faster.
Water. Why not milk?
I don't know. Because that's even more messed up. Ops looking for the fight. You got 3 people coming up along this wall.
They're kind
He's
of
got
walking,
support
yeah.
inside a short.
Oh, they flash. Oh, he hits him through the tree.
But he
That's
loses
not
BRN. Now Snowzen's stuck in a tough spot. Not going to be able to get away with anything more. And the rotate has to scramble upwards as FURIA Academy are already sprinting down that long haul into the A site. Fight around the dumpster, desperate to just try and throw themselves ahead of it. But now by the time they get there, it is the K9s of FURIA Academy sinking deep into the A site. Young Gods concede again.
Yeah, bit strugglesome here. There's a number of times where Snowzen's support dies. He has a chance, but here, I mean, he only even gets damage through that tree at it long. Top bathrooms is a fine fight for at least one when they're crossing. You have a pretty good advantage as a CT standing in that spot, but nothing comes up today. And the way that FURIA Academy are just exploding as soon as they get a couple of openings is screwing up Young Gods. They're trying to rotate as fast as possible in that position, but they're still too slow. Got to get at least one.
Rebuy won't be easy. 3,500 for the majority of the Young Gods. 1 AK drop from Venom Zero, maybe. But things are starting to get a little bleak here on Overpass.
Yes, yes, it is. I wonder if they try the boost again or if they just do something faster towards B. There's some utility here, but not all that much. Maybe they'll feel it out. Potentially not sure how much money exactly Young Gods have. Okay, short water gets taken over fast and the push through. Okay, we've seen them do this before. Yeah.
The last time it didn't work, right? Last time we just kind of laughed at it because it just got stuffed so quickly. But hey, this one's got a little bit of success on it. They still lose short side, therefore B site. There's an extra gun picked up. They've got the bomb site surrounded for the retake.
Missed the smoke.
Not ideal. Bruninho comes in with the graffiti kill. Koala's looking for the fight back towards Monster. Snowzen, he tags one off of the scout, and then Leneko finishes it. Bruninho slides in, looking for that last kill. Leneko comes out.
Just notice him.
And we got Young Gods with a round 3, and they won that their way. Their style, their strat.
It was a fast, short water control through stairs, and we saw Young Gods do this exact same play yesterday versus Apex Rebels, but it just looks so silly versus a regular default. But here on the fast round with the flash timing being a lot better, it worked extremely well.
Very sick. You know, something that they have put together in the laboratory. Now, win 2 in a row, damn it. You guys can do it. Just get 2 in a row. Try to piece together some kind of CT side. Get the connector player already back to the top of it. Snows in. Gonna have ZMB peeking on party. Descenti, 4th time's the charm. Gets boosted up.
Ooh.
And it's there, but oh,
Oh.
Bruninho, that is nasty. Oh, that is nasty.
Damn. Put yourself out there like that and get shot in the face. Cowboy's just waiting for one flash to go through this.
Next seems to
he's
know
just
it.
Yeah.
Oh, just dry walks. Oh, not ideal. BRN, he's got another player to come up from connector. Koala gets dinked. Laneko off of the dumpster as well. They're just throwing themselves. They're fisticuffs, fighting. And ZMB gonna keep this one alive. Venom Zera, huge health advantage over the 2 Ts that are left. He's got bomb down in front of the boxes. Oh, but the headshot. ZMB with the op just destroys any hope left for Young Gods.
16 health between the last two. They still put it together. God damn. We got Cowes doing the little hobbit strat there on long, walking through what looks like a long control smoke and then just coming through it. And the thing is, Young Gods were actually watching it, but they weren't better than him. They didn't aim better. He got out of the smoke and hit that headshot first. And with the op down on A, they've just been happy to get to the site fast.
Eve's back in. You know, when you start to hit that point where you got nothing to lose, let's see if they can just get crazy. Snows looking for the target, but ZMB wins the duel. Better gun goes his way. Got to be aware of those. Bruninho super patient. Laneko and Venom Zera still down in the depths of the B site.
He might just get fully walked up on. The Senti keeps going quietly.
There it is.
Ah! Make sure he
Gets
can't
away.
get the gun. Or, wait, no, there's something there. Looking for the frag.
Moves away from the nade. BRN can just go lock in down on long. Yeah, call ZMB. Huh? He does the heavy lifting with that op. Venom Zera gets caught down in Boiler. There's the pick from the AWP. So Bruninho comes up with the flank, catches what was left of BRN, and it is only Next's left.
Oh, everything has gone so wrong once again.
Yeah. You know, they've got a little bit of life in some of these, but then it's just those mid rounds where you can see Furia just kind of, you know, puppeteer it all, pull all the strings, and Young Gods get jostled all around. Wrecked.
Looking for 2 at the end of the first half for dignity.
Guns back up in this one. Peek into short. Ah, can't best Bruninho. They're trying to fight, right? Trying to fight every step of the way, but
I think Laneko has the right idea with the aggressive plays. But sometimes the kills aren't there. Now Venom Zera is kind of trapped. Pretty good amount of damage through the wall. No one to catch him on the way back out, and oh, pressure from behind as well. Venom Zera somehow stays alive and gets the kill.
holding on for dear life. Bruninho comes out monster. Clears Next off his back. That 1 health of Venom Zera, still good enough for another kill.
Let's go.
Snowzen versus Cowes.
Oh.
Oy, oy.
Okay, he didn't get spotted, so he can eventually flank Cowes. Cowes just moves so fast sometimes that he has to be careful about grabbing this. Okay.
That's Bruninho's move. Double back, fight the op. Or go down into the B site where you've already got Descenti beneath Heaven.
Yeah.
BRN actually gave up Heaven so that he could come play Graffiti Door. Bruninho just playing on the wood.
Doesn't want to
Making
get
some
off.
audibles.
I think they just
It's
both
all-
lock.
Yep. Lock and hold. Pop lock and
Oh, yeah.
try to
Oh, come
stop
on.
it.
That looks so right. It's right
Snow's in.
between the wood as well.
Oh, he had the right idea, but just didn't nail that pixel perfect execution. Snowzen trying to find the trades now. Bomb halfway gone. Fire just behind him. Molotovs all over. And he has to give this one up. He's going to keep that AWP. Try it again in round 15. So an 11T round half for Furia at least.
At least.
At
And,
least.
Yeah, money's gone, man. It's just Snows in next round. Uh-oh. Oh, they're going fast. Oh, okay. Maybe they should have slowed down, huh?
He's hanging on.
Yep. Okay, everything rests on Snowzen to try and grab this fourth. They could put this into, they could buy it up individually, or they could go like no armor pistols on 2 and get 3 guns fully. Snowzen drops 1. Okay, 2 MP9s, everyone gets armor and utility. Another great round for Furia Academy.
Senti catches the one push. So still just trying to, let loose, get crazy, find frags. Instead, they just run right past. At this point, you start to ask yourself if you're gassing out, if you truly believe in it yourselves. Venom Zera is going to fight every step of the way. Trade frag back towards top connector. They still got Playground occupied, the CTs, so even though they lost a player in there, BRN's locked into it. Descenti hears the movement from Venom Zera. Looks the wrong way, though. Venom Zera, 3 kills on this round. He's doing everything he damn well needs to.
2 in the stairs.
Last 2 players sit ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, he's in a good spot to fight him. Oh,
Nice,
win
though.
that duel.
Oh, it's starting to slip back.
Man. Venom Zero does all that, and they still could lose.
Next in Snowzen.
It's got
The amount of,
the last end.
2vXs we've seen out of these exact individuals would give you faith. It's one of the reasons we fell in love with Young Gods. It's what Next and Snowzen could offer us on the likes of Mirage, but here, this is Furia's playground. Looking for number 12 at the end of this T side. Snowzen's just holding the crossover. They don't need to cross. Ooh, Cowes blindsided. Bomb plant comes off. They got 10 seconds to squeeze this out of Bruninho. He has to go for the bomb plant. He fakes it, elicits the peek. Dumpster player plays it cautious. Now he has to commit. No other option. MP9's going to gun him down. He comes off that one, and it's just a fizzle out at the final step of this. It is still an 11-4 T-side from Furia Academy on a map that we know they love to play.
Yes.
Par for the course, as we expected. Young Gods, unfortunately, without Dust 2. Tough road.
It is, in fact, a tough road. It is a very cobbly road, and they have very thin wheels and no suspension. It's a bumpy ride.
Imagine having to ride carts.
They're on a fixie driving through London.
Oh, God. Man, people used to taxi using horse and carriage. Isn't that weird?
I still do. Whenever I see one.
You think more people got run over back then? Like, there weren't like road laws or anything, right? You just kind of had like police officers maybe directed traffic in the real hot spots, and for sure there's some guy out there that just gets run over by a horse and buggy in the middle of downtown London in like the 1600s, and that would suck to be that guy. Not a life
Yeah.
I'd want to live.
Yeah.
And then everybody knows you as that guy. Hey, did you hear about Johnny Davidson the 12th? He got run over by that carriage down on Elm Street.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
and then the horse pooped on him.
I mean, there'd just be
They
horse
don't
shit
stop,
everywhere.
honestly. Yeah.
They just keep going. Honestly, I respect it.
Did they even have plastic bags back then to flip them inside out and pick them up?
No, man. Used to just.
When
There's
did they
probably a
invent
guy.
plastic?
There was 100% a guy that was hired by the city to walk around with a shovel and just pick that up.
Oh God.
Or
Yeah,
people
like a
just
prisoner.
walked in it like animals. You know, because
Oh,
it was so normal. You just
Yeah, they were so uncivilized back then.
it's very fibrous horse poop.
Yeah, you tried it?
No. No, Launders. I had a horse growing up. I
So you
saw
were
it with my
never
own
hungry.
eyes. Yeah. What's for dessert, Mom? Same as every night. Exec comes into the B
horse
site.
shit.
Flash in. And, we got him hanging on here, hanging on by a damn thread. They're all surrounded. Cowes, hit a headshot. Next is trying, but he's got so many people in front of him that he can't even react to the second and third CT because he just needs one. Immediately into the second half, and we've got FURIA Academy putting Young Gods in a place of desperation.
Indeed. Dude, 4 pistols. Just like that. Dust 2, 16-11. So many rounds, of course, they could have got back into. And it's like, it would have been an upset for Young Gods to probably pick up Dust 2 still, even though that's like where they picked. But with the amount of things that were working against them at the same time, it was like, oh man, they just had to win. They had to be way better in order to pick this up. So see what they do here on the B exec. Oh, the push down is beautiful. Koala, excuse me, takes a snapshot, sees 2 players, remembers the spray, mows him down, and there is just nothing behind this hit.
Oh man, unfortunately, kind of, you know, if you lose, I hate to kick them while they're eliminated, but
Go
if you
for
lose
it.
to Apex Rebels on Overpass, I knew this was
Deserve
going to
nothing.
be a massive mountain of an uphill battle for Young Gods. So, you know, map pool ultimately going to be their biggest weakness once we get to the best of 3s. They showed us serious promise on Ancient and Mirage, like genuine, you know, top tier Academy League Counter-Strike. But they need more time, you know? Now, think about the fact that this team is in Sweden at the moment, boot camping, playing European Counter-Strike, probably for the first time being in Europe. First time having team experience for some of these guys. And that's just going to be so valuable moving forward. So hopefully we've got, you know, the smallest amount of time possible between seasons. And on that off time, if they get to spend more time in Europe, think about just how much better they can get. Map pool is the next hurdle for them. And the playground gets locked in by ZMB. Going to make extra money on top. 2 more rounds to victory for FURIA Academy, who are hoping to go on the hunt, right? Their next match would be versus Prospects on the bottom side of this play-in. Prospects, the next challenger. Astralis Talent, the final challenge. And then, you know, between those 3 teams of Astralis, Prospects, and FURIA Academy, we've got somebody making playoffs.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all good teams, you know. Everyone's been pretty damn good. So, yeah, well, all right. 4 rounds in total this game here for the Young Gods. Shut down right into their first rifle. Aggression here from the CT side. Great counter utility. No op shot in. Lineco and Venom 0, though. They shut down 2/3 of the push. But the last third is ZMB standing tall with this MP9. Just kidding. There's another player. 4 towards A. Oof. There's an Academy League player screaming in my hallway.
Getting ready for Season 5, huh?
Yes.
You don't have a family that you've just been hiding from the internet for years now that you really need to tell us about, or...
So this match... No, I'm just kidding. No.
There's 15. Queued up. 1 gun round between Young Gods and elimination. And it sucks because you know what they earned a little spot in my heart this season. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it when they were winning. They've got the attitude They got the celebrations down packed, the pop-offs. The synergy looks cool. You know, the clutch from a lot of their individuals. Like they work well together from what we can see from the outside.
I just like the Mirage and Ancient. Just don't get to see it. Sad.
And, you know, there is a world, of course, where we play Mirage first. Young Gods impress us all. Then we get this stomp on overpass like we did yesterday. You know, another loss extended into map 3, and then Dust 2, we know how that one unfolded. So we get our decider first. Young Gods had to bring it somewhere. And they could still bring it forward if they can piece together a 2v3. Venom Zera fighting tooth and nail inside connector, BRN. But Bruninho, he's between them. Door shut. Doesn't see the peak down in water. And this one, at least one more.
Nice, man. Nice 3K there from Venom Zera. I mean, his stats all season have actually been really, really good. He is definitely just the most consistent rifler. Venom. What is his name on HLTV? What was this for Young Gods? Just give him a proper shout out before we go, I guess. If this will be the last stand. Yeah, he's top performer of the team. Done pretty damn well. We've seen him just use purely the rifle and seriously impress. But it's hard to be on top when Cowes is in the server.
Smoke in front of the bathrooms. That's going to be Cowes to pop up and stop it. So now 2 over towards Monster, 2 inside of Connector. Cowes still going to have a little safety net here, deep in con. Worried about the top peak. Spam comes through from the B site. That's going to chip away Venom Zera and Next. Primes Cowes nicely, but Next has other ideas. Good headshot. Still, they're drawn towards this B site.
Senti started to peel away. Oh, but Bruninho is here.
Good flash. Bruninho, he turns right into it. Next.
Jesus.
Banging flashbang. Heaven smoked out in the meanwhile, so ZMB is going to have to wait a second before he gets in with impact. And Young Gods looking for a 6th on this T side. Money, non-existent for Furia, barring these 2 guns.
Yeah.
Maybe they could arguably go for the save, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So next, killer utility, blinds Bruninho on that pillar. He can offer us nothing, and so Young Gods get to offer us more.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't write their eulogies too soon. That was a solid round overall. Dismantled the setup. Survived the 5v4. Stay living.
How many? How many, Mo?
I'm scared.
How about 15?
Okay.
Overtime.
I am so down for Mirage.
I actually would be. Yeah. I really want to see Mirage or Ancient in this play-in. They set up the veto to be played inverse. CMB going to go for the short control. Bruninho there as well. So we're going 4 stacked. The bombardment of grenades comes over. Oh my god, they're not ready for this at all. That flashbang makes it weird. Venom Zera can't recover. Bruninho, he will get the kill before he falls, and he had no business winning that.
Yeah, they messed up trying to get up into the doorway. And
Nectar
they think
player's coming.
CMB's falling back. Yeah.
Finds it.
Oh.
Koala stuffs out BRN with the MP9. 4 versus 2 as Lineko tries to find his path into the A site. But then even if the bomb comes back with Snowzen, he could have the problem of Cowes with the scout and Connector.
They've taken over Connector. Snowzen is so far away from his teammate right now. It's going to be very hard to meet up with him safely. Now, there is Lineko flanking long, but now he's not even sure. Cowes will get a tag. This is a lot of info for the CT side. They know now the bomb will certainly be going A. And they're looking to actually cut it off, and Lineko just dies.
USP tap now. Snozen, he's going to have to cross a dangerous...
Hello?
Hello?
I don't know. Okay, 30
Lala?
seconds. He can go anywhere. It must have been I don't know. Must have been radar there. Snozen. It's got one right below him. Oh, and Descenti will take him out. And Young Gods, they never get their feet on the ground in the second half. They never stood a chance here. It looks like on overpass. And 2 overpass losses in a row in playoffs. But this time, it's an additional loss on Dust 2 that will cost them the series. So, unfortunately for the Young Gods, we don't get to see them play the maps that I think they could even beat a decently strong team outside the league on Mirage or Ancient. They lose to a team with a better map pool, as it should be in the best of 3. And we can say it's great that they were able to show us lots of improvement in the season, pick up some big wins, put the feet to the fire of like a Mouse NXT, you know,
for sure.
Teams like that, really good stuff. But FURIA Academy also, what an amazing season. They pick up a win in the play-in. They have the most wins so far of any season. They've got Cowes, who's just one of the best players in the league. All of these things we couldn't have expected from a team like FURIA Academy, who have regularly struggled in this league.
Yeah, they get to be like the, you know, this is now their season to show us marked